So this is Pilates level 1/2. This is our warm-up. So I'll do the warm-up as one part and then I'll do the rest as a second part. Okay? So let us start with our feet hip distance apart. Remember, we can take our feet together, we can turn them out and then turn our heels out. And we have got hip distance apart. You can monitor that through the session by taking your little finger, checking over your toes. And I've just realised I've not gone through any of the safety. So just straight in there, wanting to get you going. So remember, if you're injured, you should not be doing this session. If anything feels uncomfortable at any time, then please stop, take a break, listen closely for all the options that are given. There's always alternatives we can do. And now I shall begin. So we've got our feet hip distance apart. The first thing we're going to do is work on just opening up the hips and pelvis. So shoulder blades back and down, knees a little bit soft for me. Begin to rock that pelvis. Now I find I like to put my hand on my front and the back just to feel that movement as it goes backwards and forwards. Nice and steady. And I'm just rocking that pelvis. Remember, this movement is individual, so for some people they might have a lot of movement here. For some of us it might be quite small. So it's just nice and steady, rocking back and forth. Just waking everything up in the lower back. So very gently tuck it under and now leave it in that position. Straighten out the legs a little bit more. We are now in an adjusted spine position. It's going to feel slightly different to how it normally feels, and that's okay. So the next thing we want to do is take our focus into our breath. So let's take our hands into our rib cage. Let us focus on breathing laterally. So we're breathing in through the nose and out through the mouth. Breathing in. Breathing out. Just nice and steady. I just want to feel like this picture as you're breathing is slightly lopsided. That's going to irritate me. So nice and steady. Sorry about that. So we're breathing. It's still lopsided. That's going to stress me out. So breathing nice and steady. Breathing in through the nose. Out through the mouth. And this is how we breathe in Pilates. So we're breathing laterally and we need to be maintaining this breath all the way through. It's like our rib cage is like an accordion going in and out, in and out. So that is what you're feeling. It's not a huge movement as you feel the ribs expand and contract, but that movement is there. So very gently, let the hands relax down by your side. And I feel like now I've mentioned that this picture is lopsided, it might irritate people. So let me just take a brief second. Our house is very old, so it's pretty much tilted in all different places. So you never quite know. So now with that, and I apologise about that. So now we're here, I want you to take your focus to your pelvic floor. So I want you to take your focus into the back of the bottom. So just where that crease line starts at the top there. Bring it round to the middle and round to the front. So we've got it sort of like a 1, 2, 3. I want you to contract those 3 points and hold them in place. So contract, contract, contract. And then I want you to try and release at the front, release in the middle and release at the back. And this is just to get us used to feeling how it feels to release and contract the pelvic floor. So just nice and steady. And normally in class, I'd be able to tell by the frown on your eyebrows as you concentrate as you go through this. Can't tell through this. So nice and steady, controlled, just contracting to the front, contracting back. Controlled. Sorry, I can hear my child in the background. I wondered whether I was going to get a visitor for a moment. So nice and steady, contract and relax. And this time contract all the way around and hold them in place. very gently take your focus to your navel. Begin to draw the navel in towards the spine. We want to feel the connection going on. So remember, we're not posing for a bikini picture. We're not pulling everything in. We just want to feel that connection. So we're drawing it in so there is stability and strength there. So we've got that pelvic floor engaged and we've got that abdominal belt engaged. And this is so that the transverse abdominis, the erector spinae, the abdominals, the multifidus, the pelvic floor, all these different muscles, the obliques, internal obliques, deep obliques, we've got so much going on. They're all connected and they're all now working. So now that their shoulders relaxed, and pulling those shoulders back and down into the back pockets, imagine you've got a nice beefy tomato under the chin. And I want you to very gently just give that tomato a little bit of a squish. So we're not going to burst it, we're just having a little double chin squeeze and then release. So double squinchies, and release. 3 more. So we're breathing in and relax. Breathing in and relax. And again. And again. Last 2. Last one. And relax. And I just want you to drop your chin to your chest. So you're looking down at the floor. This is just stretching out the back of the neck. Really nice if you find you're spending more time on your phone or your tablet or on the computer or reading at the moment. Let's just stretch out the back of the neck for a moment. And all the time we have got that tuck, we've got that pelvic and abdominal connection. Lift the head looking forward, let the head just drop to one side. Oh, that feels good. So that is just stretching along the side of the neck as well. So these are really nice stretches to just be doing through the day, just to ease off the neck. We carry all our stresses and worries in the neck and shoulders, so it's really nice to just stretch it out. And then drop to the other side. Ooh, my neck's feeling very tight today. So nice and steady. And then bring it to the center. Nice and gently. This time what I want you to do is just reach out laterally to one side and then the other. Now remember, if we've got osteoporosis, we are keeping this range small. So nice and steady. So instead of sliding down the body, we're reaching out to the side. So breathing out, breathing in, breathing out. Nice and steady. Sorry, got the microphone, that sounded very loud, didn't it? I apologise. So nice and steady, in and out. Reaching back and forth. Controlled. Opening up laterally. Okay. And last one, and relax. This time we're going to do monkey squats. Now remember, with a monkey squat, we can just turn sideways to do this. So our feet are hip distance apart. The most important thing is that we're pushing the bum back as if you're sitting on a chair, that you can see your toes, feet firmly into the floor, not like mine lifted up there, core nice and strong. I'm going to turn back to you, so because I want you to do this with the arms around the world. So we monkey squat down, up and back. So you inhale, exhale. Now remember, if we've got shoulder issues, then just leave the arms out. I know if I turn to a side view, I might just accidentally knock the wall. So nice and steady. So breathe in, breathing out. And all the time, that tailbone is tucked under. Those eyes are looking out in front. So we're not looking straight ahead when we come down. The head's going to tilt down a little bit. We've still got that beefy tomato in place. Nice and steady. So just 4 more. And 3. And 2, and 1, and relax. Shoulders relaxed. Hands onto the shoulders, and let us rotate just to one side, back to the center, to the other side. Breathing in, breathing out. And again, if we've got osteoporosis, we're keeping this movement really small. We're not encouraging the hips to rotate, but if you've got osteoporosis, I really don't want you to worry about the fact that there may be some movement there in the hips. So inhaling as you come through to the center, exhaling. Oh, don't know what that was, a little beep. So nice and steady. Breathing out, breathing in, breathing out, breathing in. Oh, there it goes again. Okay, last one. And relax, bring your arms down. Give them a shake. Keep your feet where you are and sassy walk. I don't know where this beeping noise is coming from. So when we're sassy walking, the hips are just tilting side to side, rocking side to side. Arms swaying. So this is the one time in Pilates where we're really just letting everything go and it's just shifting as it would naturally. And then relax. Hands down. Bring your feet together. Hands to your hips. Bring your fingers, index fingers come across. We want them to be meeting. Sorry, my hands got caught in my t-shirt. Meeting in the middle. Now, if they're slightly out, then we need to bring our hands back, shimmy and adjust the hips, and try again. Now, remember, if you know that you've got diagnosis where you've got one side that is naturally higher than the other, then I really don't want you to be trying to force or adjust because it just won't happen. So don't worry about it, okay? So hands on the hips, nice and steady. Easy peelers, just lifting into the toes, keeping the hips level, keeping the shoulders level. Nice and steady as we go. And we can use our hands on our hips to feel if we're keeping them level. It's really good if you've got a mirror that you can do this in front of as you're doing your workout. So if you've got your laptop or your TV and you've got a mirror, and it's good because then it'll allow you to see where your body alignment is. I know I don't really like looking in the mirror, okay, but it does help us to see what's going on with the body. And gently and relax. Now let us just lift one foot, rotate in one direction, then the other direction, and then relax. Same with the other leg. Rotate one direction, other direction, and relax. Give it a shake. Ooh, should be like Mr. Soft. That's end of part one, which is just the mobility, and now I'm going to film the rest separately. So well done, and I'll see you back in a moment.